Halo semuanya, selamat datang kembali to Delete Later with me, your host Fiza. Dan hari ini we have another special edition, a Miss Universe edition, as we're joined with their top 16 finalists. We're joined by
Odelia,
Nastika.
Tara.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I'm excited to discuss today. Okay, so mungkin mulai dengan just like a very basic question. Mungkin bisa perkenalkan diri dan cerita sedikit tentang background masing-masing. Maybe starting with Odelia.
Okay, so my name is Odelia. I am a content creator and a businesswoman. I own a business and I create content. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I love animals.
Well, what type of business do you run?
So I'm actually helping out with a lapangan paddle. And I also do my charity events called Beyond Bliss. We host it almost every weekend. So it's basically like a yoga or basically it's like wellness with pets. Biasanya paling sering itu yoga with dogs, yoga with cats, or Pilates with dogs and cats. And we have our newest edition, Zumba with your pet. Terus biasa tiketnya tuh terserah mau bayar berapa. It's 100% voluntary donation. Terus 100% of the profit itu kita sumbang ke shelter-shelter di Jakarta gitu.
Wow, keren sekali.
Yes. Should join sometime.
I hope so. I wish I can.
Okay.
Hai, aku Nastika Aprilia, finalis Miss Universe Indonesia 2025. Saya adalah model dan juga entrepreneur. Jadi saya adalah seorang pengusaha roti yang insya Allah nanti setelah kegiatan Miss Universe saya akan membuka outlet perdana aku untuk produk roti. Mohon doa juga dari teman-teman semuanya.
Kayak roti kayak bread ya?
Iya.
Oh, jadi kamu
Lebih ke aku yang baking dan bahannya itu sourdough.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so interesting.
Thank you.
Can't wait to discuss more about it later on in this podcast. How about you, Tara?
Hi everyone, my name is Tara Liora. Currently I am 24 years old. I've just graduated from school in China last year. And currently I'm just helping my parents' business. Other than that, I also focusing myself on Miss Universe Indonesia 2025.
Okay, so I wanted to ask maybe what made you guys start? What made you guys want to join Miss Universe Indonesia?
It's super easy. Basically, the reason why I want to join Miss Universe Indonesia is to raise awareness. As you guys know, tadi di awal aku udah cerita sedikit ya about Beyond Bliss, my little charity thing that I do on weekends. I really hope that through this platform I can raise even bigger awareness for animal welfare. Soalnya it actually brings a lot of brings a lot of good impact, not just for obviously helping animals because they can't speak for themselves, but actually when you teach children to be kind to animals, especially from a very young age, statistically peer-reviewed articles say that it would reduce the chances of them committing bullying or unfavorable acts later as adults. It decreased tremendously because they have that empathy and udah dibiasain untuk bisa berbuat baik dan punya empati terhadap makhluk lain dari kecil gitu. So yeah, I really hope through this platform I can just do more good in the world. As cliche as that sounds.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Nastika?
Saya ingin memberikan dampak yang positif untuk masyarakat Indonesia dan juga saya ingin suara saya bisa didengar untuk bisa menyuarakan isu-isu nasional dan juga isu-isu global. Saya juga ingin menginspirasi wanita-wanita di Indonesia terutama di daerah saya untuk berani menggapai mimpinya dan juga melakukan aksi nyata untuk bisa mengejar mimpinya itu.
Okay. How about you?
So the reasons why I joined Miss Universe Indonesia 2025 because I want to put my dedication towards an organization and working together with the organization and then can give back to the society. Because when you are filled with your value, with your purpose, all you want to do is just give to the others and share.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something that has already embedded in myself.
Okay, that's very sweet. That's so inspiring. So, what types of charity work have you guys been doing?
I mostly work with animal-related charities. Kalau untuk Beyond Bliss sendiri ini, we normally work regularly with Pejatan Shelter. I don't know if you've heard about Pejatan Shelter
Yes.
before. They're pretty big. We work mostly with them. We've worked with a foster home as well. It's called Rumah Karisa. And then there's also another foster program called Biskuit Almond Soya Muffin. I don't know if you know. And then we also worked with Jan. Jan is also pretty big.
Yeah, yes.
Jakarta Animal Aid Network. So I think those four itu yang kita paling regular dan kita pernah kerja sama bareng gitu.
Okay.
A lot of the things involve around, I think the most recent one, ya seperti biasa aja sih kayak donasi dog food. Cause I think especially with Pejatan itu kan dia tampung ribuan anjing dan kucing. Dan biaya per bulannya tuh nggak murah ya. I mean, I have a dog at home. It's not cheap. And they have thousands gitu,
Yeah.
thousands, dan belum lagi yang sakit, they need like medical attention, so obviously they need a lot of funds as well.
Yeah.
So through Beyond Bliss events, we hope that we can contribute a little bit.
I see. Okay. About you?
Advokasi saya mengangkat nilai memberi, yaitu My Hands Are My Fortune, yaitu lebih berfokus kepada lansia. Di sini kegiatannya lebih kepada memberi perhatian kepada lansia, baik dari segi fisik, mental, dan juga emosional. Dan juga saya aktif mengajak orang-orang terdekat saya untuk lebih peduli kepada sesama yang berfokus pada lansia.
What type of charity works do you do?
With the organization that I've already worked together with Inti or with HIPME, we consistently doing the charity for the society, kayak ada blood donation, pernah juga kita bagi-bagi nasi kotak, and then setiap ada event di hari raya kita selalu share gitu kepada orang-orang yang membutuhkan, panti asuhan, panti jompo, seperti itu. Jadi we just consistently doing it monthly or quarterly.
Okay.
Because when you are filled, you have extra fortune, you can just give to people
Yes.
that in need.
Okay, so jadi kan ini kalian udah menjadi finalis Top 16 Miss Universe udah kira-kira berapa lama so far?
Dari bulan lalu ya.
Sebulan lalu.
Yeah, almost a
Yes,
month.
yes.
Okay, and then when is the final? Kayak how soon is it?
Soon, 2.5 weeks.
Oh, mungkin pas nonton udah beda ya, tapi for now. So what is your guys' preparation so far for boot camp?
I think all we need to have and prepare is our health, first thing first.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are going to work together with brands and organizations. They have already managed everything, so make sure that we all healthy and ready for everything that is coming. Yeah, mentally prepared. And then second thing, of course, you need to prepare the team, the people that help you behind everything that you do. Yeah, and the rest is a secret.
Oh, what's the secret? Come on, spill tipis lah.
Currently, I'm preparing for the catwalk itself, and I've already tried with the gowns. So, make yourself blending together with the gowns, gitu. Jadi latihannya nggak hanya cuman latihan aja, tapi you have to blend the dress together with your body, with your movement, and it takes time, of course.
I see, okay. Bagaimana dengan Nastika?
Persiapan aku lebih ke menjaga kesehatan. Aku juga banyak berolahraga dan juga mengkonsumsi makanan sehat. Aku juga latihan catwalk, public speaking, dan banyak menonton rekomendasi dari video-video Miss Universe sebelumnya. Dan tentunya harus lebih siap untuk mental untuk menghadapi tantangan ke depannya.
Okay, very interesting. How about you, Delia?
I think same as the girls. Obviously, health is number one because boot camp kan beberapa hari ya.
Yeah.
And fun fact, my knees are actually currently injured, so it's been an uphill battle for me, but nothing I can't handle with physio. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, pastinya catwalk, public speaking, my advocacies. Yeah, just gotta work twice as hard with my knees.
How has it been for catwalk though? Because I know your pageants kan tinggi banget heelsnya, lumayan tinggi.
Yes.
How has it been for you?
It's actually been not too bad. Jadi khusus karena aku lagi injured saat ini, biasa aku selangin gitu. Misalnya hari ini kita latihan, besok is my rest day, lusanya mungkin physio, and then latihan lagi. Jadi nggak geber terus. Soalnya I did consult my doctor, and they were like it's fine as long as you give like rest days, just like when you go to the gym. Kan biasa kayak ada rest days. So it's been okay actually.
Okay.
Not too bad. It's been improving.
Okay, that's good to hear. Mau tanyakan di Miss Universe ini, there's gonna be so many different fun activities. For example, catwalk, public speaking, advocacies. Apa yang kalian most excited about?
Honestly, everything. I think I'm just really excited to learn from all of the mentors. We have an amazing lineup of amazing people teaching us. I think I'm most excited about mungkin latihan catwalk sama Kak Ari Tulang. We're gonna have like a few days with him. Okay. And I'm really excited for that. We're gonna also have like makeup classes. I'm just excited for everything. I'm just excited to learn, to be honest.
Yeah.
From like all these amazing people.
The most exciting part for me is the show. I'm sorry about that. Because for me, that's the point of everything that we have been preparing for. The catwalk, the public speaking, and then the stage act, and then the gowns, the team, the hard work of the team. And of course, the Miss Universe organization that has prepared everything with the people that are dedicated to this industry. So it's so, ulala for me. Yes.
Aku excited untuk dari semua segi persiapan, mulai dari public speaking, catwalk, dan juga advokasi saya, dan juga saya juga mempersiapkan tim saya untuk nanti ikut nge-vote di tanggal 10 sampai 21.
Okay, wow, so exciting. Pasti kalian lagi sibuk banget ya kayaknya.
Lumayan.
Oke, jadi ini bootcamp kan bentar lagi. Is this you guys? Ini kalian semuanya first pageant atau gimana?
First pageant for me.
Okay.
So I don't know what
Kalau
to
aku udah
expect.
pernah ikut sih.
Oke,
Iya.
tahun berapa?
Tahun 2016.
2016, wow.
How about you?
It's my second pageant. Before that, before that I already did a pageant in 2023.
2023,
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I'm the only newbie.
Oh, that makes it interesting though. Aku mau tanya mungkin, maybe let's see the difference. Sebagai bisa dibilang pageant fighter, menurut kalian untuk preparasi pageant ini jadinya lebih gampang atau lebih susah daripada pageant pertama jadinya? Like, has it been harder or do you think you're more equipped now that you have knowledge?
For me, it's harder to do the second one because people have expectations. But back again, it's my journey. All I just want to do is give my best.
Bagaimana dengan Kak Nastika? Menurut Kak Nastika sekarang karena udah menjadi seorang pageant fighter itu jadinya lebih, ini ikut pageant lagi jadinya lebih susah atau jadi lebih lancar, kayak lebih gampang menurut Kakak?
Menurut saya yang kali ini mungkin lebih sulit ya, karena yang kemarin tuh aku ikut di tahun 2016 dan sekarang turun lagi setelah 9 tahun aku vakum. Tentunya banyak kemajuan di pageant yang harus aku ikutin, misalkan dari segi catwalknya mungkin sekarang harus lebih luas.
Itu really interesting actually karena udah 9 tahun ya.
Iya,
Mungkin aku mau tanya, ketika zaman dulu dan zaman sekarang apa main perbedaan dengan pageant?
Perbedaannya mungkin dari segi sosmed ya, maksudnya di pageant lovers gitu kan. Dulu mungkin di sosial medianya belum terlalu yang kayak sekarang, dan sekarang tuh lebih yang orang tuh pada melek pageant semua. Kita harus lebih bekerja keras lah untuk menampilkan yang terbaik.
I see. Apakah PL masih dari dulu seperti seentusias sekarang?
Aku lihat sih nggak begitu ya, maksudnya yang dulu nggak begitu sama yang sekarang sudah lebih banyak pageant loversnya, dan mungkin banyak juga yang pageant loversnya tuh yang selalu memberikan masukan positif untuk kita para putrinya, dan juga untuk yang memberi komen gitu, untuk jadikan itu motivasi aja buat diri kita menjadi lebih baik.
Dan untuk juga aku mau tanya, kan sekarang bisa dibilang di pageant dua aspek yang kayak paling penting adalah public speaking sama catwalk.
Ya.
Zaman dulu apakah masih sama atau mungkin ada perbedaannya?
Menurut aku sama aja sih.
And for you, our little first timer, how do you feel?
I feel like everyone is so equipped, but like it's amazing to see all of like the sisters working so hard, even though they've been through like pageantry before, they're still working hard, and I think that's very inspiring. It motivates me, the newbie, to work even harder. So
Tapi newbie it's not always a bad thing. Even me, last year it was my first pageant when I joined. Yeah, it was my first pageant.
you're great.
You're great.
Questionable.
Tapi kayak, yeah, it's like some experience is great. Tapi yang penting punya kemauan belajar.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's for sure.
Yes.
So far, what do you think? Apa yang menurut kalian ya? Yang so far dari this pageant journey, apa hal paling penting yang kalian pernah belajar? And ini can be anything you want. Misalnya ini bisa spiritual, it can even be something fun. Misalnya kayak, oh, I learned how to that if I do my makeup this way, itu juga bagus. Kayak bisa beauty hacks, bisa beauty tips, bisa something also serious, gak apa-apa. Anything.
Okay. Should I start first?
Yeah, sure.
The first thing that came up on my head when you asked that was actually attitude. Soalnya kayak aku ngerasa throughout all of this journey, the pressure is real.
Yeah.
Be it on shoot days, be it online, like so many people have so many opinions about you. Every single post you do. Terus belum lagi if let's say call time is at 7, don't be there at 7, be there at 6:45. I think attitude yang benar-benar aku dapat itu tuh attitude yang bagus sih, and like how you can work under pressure, like you're not just shooting by yourself today, there's like other 15 people yang lagi nungguin kamu gitu, so you have to like get it done and like be efficient and stuff. So I think attitude is the most important thing that I've learned throughout all of this journey.
Bagaimana dengan Kak Nastika?
Menurut aku sih yang penting ada kemauan dari diri kita untuk mau belajar. Karena di sini tentunya kita kan pengen selalu menampilkan yang terbaik. Jadi ya selalu belajar dan belajar terus.
Maybe coming from a background of me yang bukan seorang model sebelumnya, and our mindset is different with people who work in creative industry. So we learn that the way we express feelings itu berbeda. So try to adjust yourself in different occasions gitu. And menurut aku jadi lebih fleksibel aja sih. Karena belajar untuk mengikuti dunia yang berbeda daripada biasanya.
Aku juga mau tanya, menurut kalian nih, I can say you guys all have different looks, tapi semuanya tetap cantik pastinya. Menurut kalian, apa artinya kecantikan?
Beauty is not only about appearance. First thing first.
Yeah.
So for me, beauty is also coming from inside. If you're happy, fulfilled, accomplished, then I think someone can be very beautiful because they share their happiness, they show their happiness, they spread their happiness. Yeah. So beauty is not only about yourself, it's about the other people who feel that, who 100%. Sees that, experience that.
Yep.
100%.
It's a beauty from someone.
I think to add to what Tara said, completely agree. I think beauty from the outside tuh bisa dibikin ya. I mean, kita bisa makeup, bisa permak, tapi beauty from the inside is hard because it's essentially who you are, and I think that's what's important at the end of the day because you can't really fake that, I guess.
100%. Bagaimana Kak Nastika?
Ya, tentunya dengan melakukan kegiatan-kegiatan sosial, kita bisa membantu orang lain, mulai dari segi pendidikan, lingkungan, melakukan kampanye kesehatan, kampanye lingkungan, dan bisa bermanfaat untuk orang lain, komunitas kita.
Oh, okay, that's beautiful. I wanted to ask, seandainya one of you, seandainya you are the one that's Miss Universe, like all of you guys, let's say you bring home the crown, apa yang akan jadi fokus utama kalian? What is your priority after winning?
it's gonna be my advocacy, to be honest. Because I mean, that's the reason why I joined in the first place. I really, as cliche as it sounds, I really, really want to use this platform for the greater good. And I just want to show people that no matter what your status is, I'm married, by the way, like, no matter what your status is, you can, like, just do it, you know, like, women can do it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if I do bring home that crown, I just want to keep pursuing my advocacy, and I want to show that no matter what stage of life you're at, if you have a goal, you can definitely reach it, no matter what. Yeah.
First thing is because that I have been given the trust from Miss Universe, that it means I will give back all I am, dedicate myself to Miss Universe organization, working together with the organization, and then give back to the society. Just as simple as it is.
How do you want to give back? Do you have like any specific thing?
Specifically by following all the activities, all the agendas that Miss Universe organizations already made. Yeah, I have all my time and my energy just for Miss Universe organization.
Hard worker.
So, okay.
Aku akan menjadikan Miss Universe sebagai platform untuk menyuarakan dan mempromosikan pariwisata, pendidikan, dan juga kesetaraan wanita. Tentunya dengan mempromosikan pendidikan adalah dasar utama untuk masa depan yang lebih baik.
I want to ask you guys, you are all three very inspirational women. Mungkin bisa ceritakan sedikit siapa sosok inspirasi kamu?
Ooh, I get this a lot. I think my answer is I have two very inspiring women in my life, actually. Yang pertama itu ibu saya. Yang kedua, she's an activist. Her name is Jane Goodall. Do you want to know why?
Yes, I want to know. Tell me.
I mean, if it's my mom, I think it's very obvious. All that I am today is thanks to her, thanks to her hard work. She inspires my advocacy. She teaches me to be kind to everyone, and I think we all owe our parents our lives. I think it's very obvious. Kalau for Jane Goodall, I don't think a lot of people know who she is. She's very big in like the animal world. She actually dedicated her life into studying and protecting wildlife, especially chimpanzees. Jadi fun fact, dia itu yang salah satu yang pertama, and she's a woman by the way, and this like puluhan tahun yang lalu, she actually proved to the world that primates, so chimpanzees, live like humans. They use tools, they live in a society like us, they're social beings. Jadi banyak banget penemuan-penemuan dia itu yang merupakan sesuatu yang wow pada waktunya gitu. And I think her dedication towards her work and what she's passionate about is very, very inspiring. It inspires me to do the same, to help those who literally can't speak for themselves. And she's a woman.
Can I ask you a question actually? I want to ask also follow up. I see kamu itu passionate banget tentang hewan dan animals. And I love to see it, you know. So it's really beautiful to see. What made you so passionate about it?
I mean, besides the fact that I love animals ever since I was a kid, kayak I don't know if I've told people this before. Aku tuh dari kecil suka banget binatang. Aku bersyukur juga punya orang tua yang terbuka. Kalau misalnya aku mau coba sesuatu, as long as it's good for me, they would support me. Jadi waktu kecil tuh aku pernah pelihara ikan, pelihara kura-kura, pelihara kodok.
Oh wow.
Iya, kodok dari kecebong gitu, nggak tahu dia ketemu di mana dari kecebong, terus jadi kodok gitu. I just kept it, terus dia kabur dari kolam. He didn't run away, but yeah.
Aku kira kamu masak, Beb.
Jangan kasihan.
Ada kecap, lemon, endol.
Iya. Terus aku juga pernah foster kucing pas zaman kuliah. Aku pernah foster kucing dari shelter. Sekarang udah ada adopter, which is a happy ending for that cat. And now I have 2 dogs.
Sweet of
So I think
you.
I've just lived with animals my whole life. So I guess that's why.
Bagaimana dengan Kak Nastika?
Saya terinspirasi dengan Catriona Gray, Miss Universe tahun 2018 ya. Aku melihat karakter dia kuat, terus dia mempunyai karakter tersendiri. Aku suka lihat dia dari fashion dia, dan juga cantiknya dia itu kayak berbeda dengan orang lain pada umumnya.
I love her. Dia one of my favorite Miss Universes sih.
Iya.
Apalagi the way she's a pageant fighter kan juga.
Iya.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Bagaimana dengan Tara?
For me, there's so many women that is very inspiring out there, but I could say that there are 3 people that I can explain maybe from the personal side, from the professional side, or maybe from in general. Sure. For me personally, my mom is my inspiration, of course, because I've already been grown up together with her. I saw her every day. She just looked like me, but with extra energy and speed.
We love it.
We love that girl. Yes. She showed dedication, loyalty, and working so hard for her life. I mean, for her family, for everyone around her. And from the professional side, it might sound very Perez, but I truly adore Kelly though. Our Nat dear.
We all
No,
adore her.
not to be Perez ya, because Kelly is the first one, the first public figure yang kayak model and an actress yang inspired me when I was 15. Because before that, I never really saw the modeling world or entertainment world. And the first one that catch my eyes is because Kelly show up in a television show, and I was like, okay, this girl has a little bit spicy on her. Yes, and ever since that, I start to get to know about her. Yeah, and then fast forward 10 years later, yeah, there you go. Kelly is my inspiration now. Yes, but for someone in general, I would say, same with you, Katrina Gray as the Miss Universe 2018. Yeah, she's truly represent a woman with a character that has a bubbly characteristic. She's also fun, seems fun, and I think she looks like someone who can elongate with so many occasions and people. So that's such a queen behavior. I love that.
She is really a queen. Okay, so I can tell that means you guys, your favorite Miss Universes itu Katrina Gray ya?
Ya pasti.
What about you? Who's your favorite Miss Universe?
Catriona is one of my favorite.
Okay.
But I have another favorite. Her name is Maria Thatil. Do you know her?
Oh yes,
Australian one, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Maria. When I was still living in Melbourne dulu, aku tuh pernah ketemu dia di event. But this is before she like worked in media and before she entered Miss Universe and everything. And then to see her on that stage is just very inspiring because one, she doesn't look like your typical queen, I'd say, like, and she's proud of it. Yeah. She's a woman of color and she's not afraid to say that she is. Her height, mungkin banyak kalau di Indonesia mungkin orang-orang kayak aduh mana bisa harus tinggi blah, blah. But she showed like height is not it's not a burden, it's not an obstacle for her to get her dream. She was in top 10 in her batch.
She made it far.
And I think the way she speaks is just very inspiring. So yeah, she's my favorite Miss Universe. Maria, if you're watching.
I love her too. I also love her.
Yeah.
And she was actually one of the reasons I joined pageantry, funnily enough.
Indian kan?
Yeah, that's actually the reason why. Karena when I saw her, especially representing Australia as an immigrant woman, I was like, hey, you know, maybe we need more like immigrant representation in pageantry. She was like a really perfect example, and yeah, this is really good. I love her.
I love her so much. I think she's just very inspiring.
Yeah, all of the girls in Miss Universe they've all have their own unique characteristics and traits that we all can look up to for sure. I think it's a really good platform for women. Mungkin orang kadang lihat pageant kayak bukannya dada-dada doang ya. Tapi kayak
susah, you know, it's a lot of a lot of hard work behind the scenes.
From all the preparation so far, bagian mana yang menurut kalian itu paling challenging?
Menurut saya yang paling susah dalam persiapan itu adalah mencari orang-orang yang bisa digabungkan di dalam suatu tim. Karena jadwal yang berbeda-beda, kemampuan yang berbeda-beda, dan keinginan yang berbeda-beda. that's what we call communication. But that's the thing. All good sih so far. Meskipun awal-awalnya sedikit bermasalah. Ya karena kan kita ingin menyampaikan pendapat kan akan selalu berbeda-beda ya. Jadi perlu didiskusikan.
I think I'd say managing my time. Soalnya I'm still working full time while doing this, and as you guys know, untuk persiapan pageant itu banyak ya. Kita harus right now juga I have an amazing coach sama Kak Toma dari Ratu Sejagat. He's been very accommodating and he's been very supportive. Tapi kan nggak cuma itu ya, kita juga ada latihan sendiri di rumah, latihan public speaking, belum yang tadi kita sempat bahas our health, nge-gym, olahraga segala macam, plus a full-time work from Monday to Friday, dan kegiatan Miss Universe itu biasa di weekends. So I think it's just a lot in 1 month, but it's doable. Harus di-manage waktunya aja sih.
I wanna know, tapi kamu sebelum audisi kayaknya berapa hari sebelumnya baru nikah kan?
Iya.
Berapa?
Baru merit.
Oh beneran?
Iya, jadi audition closes tanggal 23 ya kemarin tuh kalau nggak salah, 23 Juli.
Iya.
Aku tuh wedding tanggal 19-20 tuh wedding.
Oh my god.
Fun fact everyone, jadi waktu kita sebelum offline audition kan kita harus isi formulir online dulu kan, penyaringan online. So I did it on the day of my wedding. Jadi kayak pas lagi di make upin tuh aku kayak yaudah yuk kita sambil isi pelan-pelan, kan lama tuh ya 2 jam. Isi pelan-pelan, terus kan kita juga disuruh kirim headshot, ingat gak? Disuruh kirim foto headshot, full body, setengah badan, sama headshot ya, sama video, and we're iya, jadi aku kerjain
wedding day.
Iya, on my wedding day. Jadi abis di make upin, oh kayak kakak bentar fotoin dulu dong, fotoin. Jadi kayak the shots yang full body, setengah badan, sama yang muka doang, udah. Terus aku kayak bentar-bentar kak, aku mau bikin video dulu ya. Semenit doang videonya, semenit. I remember disuruh bikin video gitu. Udah abis itu oke, lanjut gitu. Jadi ya, jadi I was like a bit shocked juga sih pas diterima. I mean I'm very grateful, but yeah, that's the story.
Such a dedication.
On how I
That's what Miss Universe really represent.
Yes, thank you.
Yang paling challenging adalah mungkin ekspektasi seseorang, ekspektasi orang-orang untuk kita. Jadi kadang ekspektasi mereka seperti ini dan kita kan tidak selalu sempurna juga kan. Maksudnya pasti ada kurang-kurangnya lah. Dan hal itulah yang membuat saya untuk termotivasi untuk mengupdate diri saya untuk lebih baik. Apa yang kurang misalkan di catwalk atau public speaking.
Okay, wow.
Spicy baby.
So, just to wrap everything up, I want one last question. Mungkin do you guys have a message for all the PL out there?
Tahan dulu.
This one was me.
Nasiknya dulu kan, nasiknya dulu.
Untuk para pigeon lovers, tentunya saya meminta dukungan untuk persiapan nanti sampai di bootcamp dan malam grand final. Tentunya doakan terus saya untuk terus memberikan yang terbaik.
You wanna
Iya boleh.
Okay.
Teruntuk semua pageant lovers, I am so thankful for you. Karena tanpa kalian aku nggak dapet saran-saran nih yang membangun. Tanpa kalian aku nggak ada semangatnya. Karena kalian yang selalu memberi like, comment, and dan juga kasih saran-saran di DM. Semuanya sebenarnya aku dan tim baca. Dan we truly appreciate your time, your effort as well. Jadi all I would just wanna do and give back is doing my best so that you guys can enjoy the show. Yeah, thank you so much pageant lovers.
Untuk semua pageant lover di Indonesia, I just wanna say thank you. Semua saran-saran yang membangun, semua masukan-masukan, even aku lihat kalian tuh suka kayak edit-edit poster gitu ya, kayak bagus banget, semuanya benar-benar bikin aku semangat banget, bikin kita semua semangat banget. We really do hope you're happy with the progress, and we really hope that you would enjoy the grand final show.
Well then, thank you guys so much for being here today. That's all the questions that I had. And yeah, good luck for the finals. I know you guys are all gonna do amazing. Bye, pageant lovers. Jangan lupa like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next Thursday. Bye.